Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Nicole from Sleek-chic Interiors and today I have a little helper with me, only because I've got cheese in my hand. But today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 of the most essential items every hallway needs and why. He can have his cheese now. Coming in at number 1, and actually an item that I recommend for absolutely every single room, is a mirror. Now, a mirror is even more important in a hallway because as you step into a hallway, you want it to be inviting, light and really open. And especially if you have a narrow or small hallway, a mirror is going to make your job that little bit easier. Now, a large mirror is amazing for a narrow hallway because it will continue to bounce around light and disperse it throughout the day, regardless to artificial light. So if you do have a lot of light that's coming in from another room, it's going to bounce that around and it's going to make the area feel that little bit lighter, open and more airy. So I'd always suggest scaling up. If you have a small narrow hallway, don't think small. A smaller mirror is just going to make your space feel even more inferior and smaller. So do always opt for a larger mirror. So I'm a huge fan of round mirrors in a hallway. They bring a lovely softness, and if you add a black frame onto it, it's going to bring a touch of definition and modernity to the space as well. In our own hallway, we've got a large rectangular mirror, and why I love it is because it elongates the wall and it draws your eye up as you enter. So for me, if you get anything out of this video, go and get a mirror if you don't already have one. Number 2, if you have a hallway which has wooden flooring or perhaps carpet, you need to get a long runner rug. It's going to break up the monotony of that singular colour on the floor, and it's also going to be effective at drawing your eye in as you enter your hallway space. Your long runner rug needs to be positioned about 5 centimetres away from where your door stops and where it ends, and it's just going to make the space so much warmer as well. It's a great opportunity to introduce colour that you might not have on your walls, but if you do have a specific colour in your rug, just make sure you use that accent colour in other areas around the room as well, because it's just going to tie it all together. Now, if you're watching this from the UK, one of my favourite places for really affordable rugs is Cocoon. I'll link them in the comments below. But there's so many other affordable places online as well. I really love Laradoo. Number 3, and this is a little bit of a function and aesthetics mix basically. Every hallway needs some sort of area to hang coats or hang scarves, dog leads, etc. Now, if you have a small narrow hallway, it may feel a little bit more difficult to suddenly introduce that space, and for us, we really don't have a lot of space in our hallway, so we just got a plank of wood and we put some pegs on it. It's created a really minimalistic, modern look, but at least we have some area to hang some coats as we enter and exit the house. I've done a blog post actually on narrow hallway storage solutions, so I'll link that in the comments below. But you do need somewhere to hang your coats, etc. Now, if you have a narrow hallway and you suddenly want to introduce a big piece of furniture, you just need to think if it's going to affect your flow as you walk into the hallway. If it feels too big, it probably is because it's too big. So I'd always err on the side of caution with adding a big piece of furniture to a narrow hallway. There are other solutions. Always go for verticality in a hallway. So you want to bring that storage up the wall, whether that's with shelves or some pegs, or like a built-in unit. So I'll link to that in the comments below. There's loads of different options, but do make sure you focus on function as your home is somewhere that you live. Now, number 4 is your lighting. The lighting is one of the most important aspects to your hallway. It's one of the first things you're going to see as you walk through, and you want it to provide ambient levels of light throughout the evening, as well as providing a light area for you to walk into. If you do have a narrow hallway, you do want to use your pendant lighting to your advantage. Now, in a narrow hallway that's got very little light, I'd always look at 2 types of material. So we've got rattan in our hallway, and I absolutely love the softness it brings. It's super relaxed yet stylish, and they're really affordable. And because the rattan material has the holes throughout it, it just makes it so much easier for it dispersing light as well. And secondly, glass lighting works really well because it will continue to disperse, retract and reflect light throughout the day, even when it's not in use, and it just makes the space feel a little bit more open and brighter. And there's loads of affordable glass lighting options on the market as well. And when you are choosing lights, make sure that if you've got very low ceilings, that you choose lights which have a really low drop, because else it's just gonna hit your head as you walk in and your eyes really are going to be diverted to it, and in not a good way when you step through the door. So do consider that as well. And in terms of colour, bring in some definition with black, navy blue if you want to. Just be aware of the size as well. And number 5, you need somewhere to create a decorative display of some sort, but also to store any keys, bits and bobs and trinkets when you need to. Again, your hallway is a transitional space. It's used a lot and it needs to be functional as well as looking good too. Now, console tables are a great solution for hallways. They look amazing, they could incorporate storage space, and they're perfect for displaying items on the top as well. However, if you have a very narrow hallway like us, it won't be possible. You can get very narrow units, but again, they can encroach into your space quite a lot, and they're just not a good solution for tight spaces. So for us, as you can see, we have a radiator. I didn't want a radiator cover. I'm not a huge fan of them. So instead we got a plank of wood and we stained it in the matching colour that we have on our beam. And what I love about it is it detracts your attention from the radiator, it's affordable, and it's provided a really great space to add some styling details and to pop keys and stuff when we get home. It's super affordable, but it really breaks up the white in this space, breaks up the monotony, matches with the beams, the whole space looks really cohesive. Always opt for wall mounted units or floating shelves like this, because it's going to take everything off your floor, and where space is a premium, it's really important to look for things that aren't going to encroach into your space, but they're still going to add a function and decorative purpose to your hallway. Honestly, with these 5, it's going to make your hallway feel so much light, open, airy, and a really comfortable and inviting place to step through the door when you get home. And of course for inviting your guests in as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video today. I've linked some really useful resources in the comments below for my blog, all about narrow hallways and some of the best types of storage solutions for those spaces. And if you've got any other questions or styling ideas that you need for your own space, please leave them in the comments below and I'll come straight back to you. So thanks for watching my video today, and I look forward to seeing you on my next one.